as a scientist, I can't possibly know. I mean, but we know the effect is real. It's incredibly compelling. It's incredibly interesting. You know, and then and it's long lasting. So one of the things that was interesting to me is we started bringing people back after 2 months and getting them to reflect back on their experience. And we actually ended up developing a questionnaire partway through the study because I realized I was going to miss some of the most interesting results. And that is that people were attributing to this experience qualities that made it uniquely personally meaningful and spiritually significant to them in the context of their entire life experience. And so we actually developed a scale having people rate retrospectively on a scale, you know, going from everyday experience to the most personally meaningful experience of my life, or from no spiritual significance to the most spiritual significant experience of my life. We developed a scale of that sort that we introduced partway through the study. And the remarkable feature of that is about 70% of our people at 2 months say that this experience is among the 5 most personally meaningful experiences of their lives. About 70% say it's among the 5 most spiritually meaningful experiences of their life. 30% of this group that they were spiritually interested people. They were people that had some kinds of ongoing interests in spiritual practice. 30% of the group said it was the single most spiritually significant experience of their life. And so for me as a psychopharmacologist, sitting down with someone 2 months after a session and them saying, you know, this is the most, I mean, a number of them said, this is the most personally meaningful experience of my life. You know, and I'd say, well, what do you mean? You know? And they would say, well, you know, when my eldest daughter was born, that was really deeply meaningful to me. And they'd kind of look away and say, and, you know, when my father passed away 2 years ago, that moved me deeply. And they say, you know, this is like that. You know, this is an experience of that order of magnitude. So I'd put it in the top 5 experiences. You know, so they're comparing it to the birth of their firstborn, the death of their father. This happened in a laboratory in an 8-hour period. It's remarkable. Something very interesting and important is going on there.